Yeah. Yeah. All right. We are live on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. How's everyone doing today? How's it going? Welcome one, welcome all. Welcome to episode number 744 of Walking with Purpose live from Red Morton Park here in beautiful, sunny Redwood City, California. It's about 68 degrees. The weather is perfect, pretty much perfect, as close to perfect as possible. And, 70 is the exact perfect, but 68, not that far off. Whoops. And I'm out and about on another walk with purpose. And I have to say that there's been a lot happening on these YouTube streets lately. A lot. And I will tell you, most of it is fucking fake and phony. Bottom line. It's fake, phony, and all done for clicks and donations. Fake instigated drama. And it's not just the one group we've been talking about. Hey, Easy Prod, how you doing, bro? Welcome to the show. It's great to see you here. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. You figured I would talk about it, right, Easy Prod? Tell me you figured I would talk about Santiago being deactivated. And now Santiago does a motivational hour on Wednesday, and he was on for like a few hours, I believe. And then he did a pre-recorded video on it. He's trying to leverage the ad revenue. Like I don't have a problem with him doing that. I don't. Yes, woohoo, yeah. Well, here's the thing. I'm not jumping for joy because I get it, dude. I get how it's affected a lot of people, right? I'm not going to sit here and jump for joy, but I will call the guy out on this BS. I will call people out on doing dumb shit and selling out to make money out here on YouTube, especially if it comes at my expense, if they're paid by other people to create hate content on me as a side gig, and then on their main channel they're trying to be this perfect little prince. I'm not going to call him a princess, at least not yet. You try to be the perfect little prince, right? But people don't forget the other dumb shit you've done, Santiago, selling your soul out for $1 to create fake instigated drama, hateful content, which is still publicly available on the Pedro and Hannibal channel. And you're never going to address that, right? It's funny to me how Pedro mentioned his girlfriend, Madison. Once he told her, he said she was cool with it. I believe that. A good woman's going to support you, right? A good woman's going to support you, right? But an honest man is going to tell his woman everything regarding how he makes money. I think Madison knows, Pedro's woman, Madison knows that he does the Pedro and Hannibal channel and that he talks about lolcows. First of all, I'm not a lolcow. They make me a pretend lolcow because someone's paying them to do it, or someone paid them to do it, right? But I wonder if Pedro's honest with his woman Madison and tells her, yeah, I was offered several $1,000s to do a hate piece of content on this guy named Eli on YouTube, babe. I was paid to pretend to hate someone, an innocent dude, right? That's the problem I have with these creators that will sell their souls for anything, right? No respect. These people have no morals, values, or ethics at all. So if you haven't heard, Pedro DoorDash Santiago was deactivated from DoorDash today. He doesn't have the largest DoorDash or gig economy channel. He is one of the largest one subscriber wise, but his is the most active. There are other people like DoorDash Diaries, Bentley Coupe, and stuff that have more subs. He's closing in on 80K. But Pedro has the most active audience. So it's fair to say that Pedro has the biggest reach in the gig economy, right? And along with having the biggest reach comes a lot of responsibility. When you have that responsibility of having the biggest reach in an entire community, you need to respect that. You need to feel grateful and thankful that you got lucky or somehow you got to that point where, you have that reach. You respect it and respect the other people in the community, right? And you don't do shady, dumb, underhanded shit for a paycheck and then try to come off like you're some saint. You don't go on your backup channel and get paid to trash talk people and make things up about people that aren't true because you're getting paid to do that. And then you get to go back to your main channel and pretend like you're some saint. I will say this. Over the last few days, there's been a shift. There's been a major change out here throughout the communities I either participate through or have been talking about as part of my content. There's been a major shift. Because I guess apparently people don't want me to grow, and apparently people are keeping this quiet, but I know what's going on. Apparently people behind the scenes are trying to kill my numbers because I've been getting good numbers. I've been getting, 5, 6, 7, 800 views, 800, views per video or stream, right? And now those views have dropped to around 400 to 500. It's still not bad for the point of where I'm at right now. But I used to get a lot more live stream viewers, like 50, 60, 70, 80. And now it's down to 30. Well, we all know what's going on. There are lots of people trying to get a piece of the action. And that's fine. If you want a piece of the Coach Eli action, if you want to steal my content theft, or copyright infringement or whatever, do what you got to do. And if I am able to take you down and stop you, I will. If not, I'll make fun of you and use you for content. Actually, I won't even make fun of you. I'll call you out on your dumbass behavior. And here's the thing. You see, I've grown to realize here that what really matters are the 30 to 40 real supporters that Don and I have here. You see, even if we only have 30, we have 32 people in the box right now. Even if we only have 32 people here right now, more than likely those are people that truly want to be here. We have very good supporters that are also supporting us monetarily. So, in essence, do the numbers really matter? Not really. Yes, we still want to grow, and we're still going to grow. And trust me, I'm not giving up the fight. I'm going to continue to fight all of these very weird, strange people that are obsessed with rebroadcasting my live streams and using my content as theirs. Like, the obsession is real. Like, you folks continue to promote me. Continue to promote Don and I. We'll continue to expose you when we can. And we'll continue to grow and leverage your own audience. What Don and I are going to do is leverage your own audience against you and take your audience from you. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to leverage your own audience against you and take your own audience from you. You can mark my words on that, because here's the thing. Most people have a moral compass. Even people that support drama shit show creators, most people have a moral compass. And when I open up their eyes to how much fake instigated bullshit they're supporting, even monetarily, where do you think they're going to go? Do you think they're going to continue supporting something they thought was real, but it's all fake and instigated, and it's targeted, and it's paid for, and store-bought, right? So it doesn't matter what you folks do. I am going to fight my copyright and content theft as best as possible. I'm going to do what I can, where I can, when I can. Will I get everything? No. Will some people file counter notifications? Yeah. So if I know you're going to file a counter notification, I'm just not going to take you down. I'll just come at you directly with my mouth and my face. All right? But you better be ready, because I'm telling you right now, the gloves are now off. The gloves are off. Now, we'll get back to talking more about the Pedro thing. I pretty much said what I had to say about the Pedro thing. I'm going to share some more thoughts about that, and I'm willing to answer your questions. But I more so wanted to do this topic to talk about, content creators that sell their souls for a paycheck. I've talked about it before, but this whole Pedro situation of him being deactivated, right? And what he's done to make money on the platform by selling his soul, right? By lying to people, right? For clicks and views, right? And then he says, this is not clickbait. This is not, no, we believe you got deactivated, Pedro. We believe you. The reason why you, Pedro, felt the need to continuously and overly emphasize the fact that your deactivation stream you did earlier today was not clickbait, it's because you are the king of clickbait. You are the king of misleading your audience to click into your videos thinking that they're going to get something and they get nothing, right? The worst thing you did once again is mislead your audience early on in 2023. Late in 2022 or early on in 2023, you said, does acceptance rate matter in 2023? You said acceptance rate and Top Dasher matters. That's because you had access to a glitch that artificially inflated your acceptance rate, so you never had to take any bad orders. While telling your audience that you had to take bad orders to keep your acceptance rate above 70% to qualify for Top Dasher and to qualify for first priority on higher paying orders. Now, that's how the system was back then. Now they have the tier system. I haven't been a part of that, and I'm not going to talk about it, but this is how it was back in, early on through most of 2023. They started rolling out these new programs through DoorDash, the tiers and stuff, which it's just a crock of you know what. Tony Shu, man. God, dude. Tony Shu. And then there was a fake Tony Shu in Pedro's chat. I don't know if you saw that, AC Prod, or anyone else. There was a fake Tony Shu that said, Pedro, or I don't, what do you guys call him? Pedro, you're fired. It was a Tony Shu stock account. XU. Hey, Tia, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Great to see you here. Welcome. Yeah, there's a lot going on, Tia. A lot going on. Did you see that? Did you watch Pedro's stream earlier, live, AZ Prod? We call him Pedro. Oh, Pedro. Okay. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. But yeah, I don't know if you watched his motivational hour earlier, and then a Tony Shu sock account came in and said, Pedro, you're fired. Tony Shu fired you, Pedro. Tony Shu fired you from a job as an entrepreneur, as an independent contractor. You got fired. That's pretty sad. It's pretty sad when anyone gets fired as an independent contractor. I could see if you were working a W-2, but getting fired from an independent contract type of job, that's that's all your fault. And then Pedro owned it. He's like, yeah, it's my fault. Yeah, I pushed the boundaries. Yeah, you said it, dude. You ride the lines. You push the boundaries to the limit of the community guidelines and all that, right? You even got demonetized last year for reused content, like many people have. You luckily were able to get your channel back because you removed all that content. And you probably didn't have many other issues on your channel, so they gave you another chance. Excuse me. I saw a minute of that. Okay. LOL. Peter goes in, your cousin. Pedro so started calling him that for hashtag glitchgate. Oh. Okay. Does Peter go in you live like in Sacramento, California? He does videos like from Sacramento. If he lives in Sacramento, that's only a 2-hour drive, or less than a 2-hour drive from where I'm at in the San Francisco Bay Area. Peter Gozinha did reach out to me a few months back, and he wanted to do some content together, but I've just been too busy. And I've had a lot to, deal with online and offline. Let me make sure. There's somebody's playing Every Little Step by Bobby Brown over here. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to walk around on the street. Oh, it's in the parking lot. So that's in the parking lot there. Every Little Step by Bobby Brown. I haven't heard that song in ages. Man. Every little step I take, you will be there. Yeah. That was a great song, that was a great CD back in the days when we had CDs before MP3s and streaming music became the thing. The self-titled album, Bobby Brown. He had some great songs on there. My Prerogative. Rock with you, I'm gonna rock with you, baby. All night long, I'm gonna roll with you, lady. I'm feeling so strong. Remember that? And then Every Little Step, that was a great song. And then remember Roni, The Truth About Roni. She's a sweet little girl. You can treat her right, feel nice, and hold tight. Remember that? That was a great song. Roni was a great song. I believe he lives in Texas, but travels a lot. He owns his own business. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, I thought they were blasting Bobby Brown over here, but it was somebody with their windows down sitting in their car. Thank you to the 42 people that are here. 5 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. Please share this out. Yeah, so, I'm just noticing more and more. I'm beginning to notice more and more people selling out on YouTube. Just doing underhanded things and trying to make those underhanded things appear real. Typically at the expense of another creator like myself. Because typically there's money involved, like somebody's paying them to make that content, or there's a sponsor, or they're working with another creator, right? And I'm going to be doing another show. And this one, I'm going to tell you, this show, I'm not going to tell you what this show is going to be about or who it's going to be about. There's going to be a bunch of people, but there are going to be a few primary people I'll be talking about. I'm going to be doing a show within the next 24 hours. I don't know when it's going to be. It might be tomorrow morning. It might be in the afternoon. It might be overnight. It all depends. It depends on what's going on between dawn and night. That changes from moment to moment. And I'm going to tell you that this stream that I do from the studio, the very next stream, whenever it is, at some point within the next 24 hours, it's going to hit hard. And I'm telling you, the gloves are off. The gloves are off. Because what I've been seeing the last few days, especially what I've seen more so today, has really allowed me to see many people's true colors, right? Many people's true colors. And I'm sad to hear about Pedro. He was one of my regular channels I watched. Well, listen, I'm not here to attack Pedro. I'm not here to wish him harm. I'm here to state the truth. Listen, I'm not taking anything away from Pedro being a hard worker with the DoorDash thing, but he did use the glitch, which made him very profitable, made him extremely efficient, which I still wouldn't have a problem with that as long as he didn't try to make content telling his audience early on in 2023 that acceptance rate matters and Top Dasher matters, and you need to keep your acceptance rate above 70 to get the best orders. In order to do that, you have to take crappy orders. But he wasn't practicing what he was preaching. He was artificially keeping his acceptance rate above 70 by using the glitch. But he wasn't telling you folks that. He was leading you to believe that you had to take bad orders to get there. And he was trying to set the example by showing you, here's my acceptance rate. And every now and then he would let it dip below 70, right? But then you would just, spend a few hours and artificially jack it back up to over 70 or 80, right? Effectively lying to your people, showing them fake altered success, which you did make that money, but you made that money because you used a glitch. So you were basically pretending to show people that you're working harder than you were to make that money when you weren't. That's a better way to put it. And then you led them to believe if they keep following you and clicking into your videos and do as you say, they're going to have a better dashing experience. When the truth of the matter is, it's just another view and more ad revenue for you through AdSense. Did you not realize that, Richard? Did you not realize that some creators are lying to you They're manipulating you, leading you to believe something is true that isn't. They're deliberately lying to you and trying to make it come off like it's legitimate so you can click into their videos and give them a view. So that way they can make a ton of money off of ad revenue on top of any super chats or super stickers and PayPals and Cash Apps they may get, and on top of the DoorDash money they're making using the glitch. Wow, what a swell ride that was, huh? Do you understand that, Richard? Does that make sense? See, the reason why a lot of people don't like me, it's because I am calling them out on their game. I'm calling them out on their laziness. I'm calling them out on the shady ways they make money. Now, there are a lot of people that love me too because they're honest people like myself. So when you're a very honest person that never plays the system and has very, very big, morals, values, and ethics, when you're that type of person, the people that are trying to play the system, escape the system, are going to hate people like me. But the people that have morals, values, and ethics love it, right? Did you watch those glitchered videos, brother? I sure did. The one that Robert Reese did was pretty good. But I saw the other one. Apparently, I guess Dashwagon was taken down by Richard. Is that what happened? Did Richard file 3 copyright strikes on Dashwagon's channel? Richard T. I watched Pedro say specifically he didn't use the glitch when Glitchgate came out. Are you buying that, Richard? Richard. Yeah, AZ Prod says yeah. AZ Prod. Tell Richard that Pedro was using the glitch. Richard, do you believe everything that comes out of everyone's mouth? People that are going to play the system are going to try to make it appear like they're not playing the system, because if they can use this glitch and no one knows about it and they make all that money, they look like a real superstar that's working super hard and it brings their value up. But the glitch being exposed destroyed all these people. It destroyed them because now everyone started calling them out for being phonies and frauds, for being people that play the system and that are liars to their audience for ad revenue, clickbait, etc., right? I don't know if he used it or not. From what I understand, putting your phone into airplane mode and glitching the app costs drivers so much time. No, dude, people had it down to a science. Listen, Richard. When I used to DoorDash, there were times I would sit for 2 hours before getting any orders in one of the busiest markets on the planet, the San Francisco Bay Area. But here's the thing. Even if you're getting a lot of orders, most of them are going to be shitty orders. If you figure out a way to be able to decline those orders without it affecting your dash from ending or your acceptance rate, and it can also artificially inflate your acceptance rate when you do it, you figure out a way to do it, even if it takes a few extra minutes of time, it tremendously benefits you and saves you time by only by being able to not be penalized and only take the good orders. You're not understanding, dude. The little extra work people had to do to exploit the glitch in their benefit, it was worth it. They made tons of money. They got all the best orders, and then they got to make content saying that acceptance rate matters and Top Dasher matters. So get your acceptance rate up by taking shitty orders. But they didn't tell the people that they never took any shit orders because the glitch prevented them from having to. I don't understand. Like AZ Prod. And no disrespect, Richard. Do you think Richard just is new, or is he a little slow? Or, I mean, AZ Prod, am I making sense regarding what I'm saying? I mean, am I making sense or am I not? I'll wait till you guys respond. I like Uber Eats better anyways. Their offers are mostly terrible, but they flood my phone with them so I can be choosy. I did Uber Eats here in the SF Bay area, and I'll tell you, a lot of my Uber orders were better than DoorDash. It's market dependent. I will tell you that. I did get a lot of crappy orders on Uber, but I will tell you some of my best tips came from Uber as well, more so than DoorDash. Now, there was one time, I believe I got like a $20 tip on DoorDash. I think the biggest tip I got on Uber was $16. I mean, don't get me wrong. I got some pretty fat tips when I did it at the end of 2022 through the beginning of 2023 last year for 3.5 months. But it just wasn't worth waiting around all day to get those orders. It wasn't worth wearing down my car. It just wasn't worth it. I did it long enough to make the extra money I needed to move my girlfriend from where she used to live 74 miles away to where she lives now and has been living with me now for the last year and a half. I also like Uber Eats as a customer over DoorDash. Uber Eats keeps giving me sets of 50% off coupons. Yeah, but even those coupons, are you on Uber One? I actually still pay for Uber One. I don't have Dash Pass. I used to have Dash Pass when I was driving, and I ended up getting rid of it. I do have Uber One because very, very rarely I may still order something, but it's very rare, like maybe once every few months. And then I use the Uber app only for a few places that are independently owned and don't have their own app. But now, if I'm gonna do an order, I get the app directly from the business, like McDonald's. I have the McDonald's app, the Taco Bell app, and the Denny's app, etc. Right? And it's much cheaper to do it that way. And then you pick it up, you put your credit card in there, and then you can make a quick order and go pick it up, and it's simple. But I will say I do prefer Uber over DoorDash. I think Uber is I'm not saying they're that much better than DoorDash because they're all making it harder to get the good orders. But at least Uber, from what I still know, they don't penalize you for declining as many orders as you want. That's the good thing. Give me a second here, folks. So, getting back to the next piece of content coming. And like I said, within the next 24 hours, the gloves are going to be off. I just cannot believe what I've seen the last day or two. And a lot of people are going to be surprised once I do this show from the studio that they're going to be surprised about some things. I'll put it that way. They're going to be surprised about some things that I agree about with certain people. I'll just put it to you that way. But again, like I've always said, right is right and wrong is wrong. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Okay? Give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, we are back live. We are back live. Can you put a 1 in the chat? Anyone, if you can hear me clearly and see me clearly, if the audio is good? Thank you, AC Prod. Richard T says, one day you'll agree with us that FJB is senile and should drop out. FJB. Are you talking about Joe Biden? Hey, Jamie Lynn, how are you doing? Welcome to the show. Richard T says, what is your opinion on shopping? Like Walgreens has to be about the worst with all the million of items they stock. Yeah, Walgreens was the worst. I was never big on shop pay orders because they take a lot of time. Now, shopping pays will pay you the most. The problem is, if you can't find things that are in stock or don't know how to navigate the store, none of the employees are going to help you. And when you go to Walgreens, a lot of people want to order medication. And medication would prompt the DoorDash app, at least in California, to ask for ID. So after a few unsuccessful orders that I had to cancel because not enough items were in stock, while I was at Walgreens, they paid decent, but the orders were a pain in the ass. So at that point, I just stopped doing shopping pays altogether. The only shopping pays I would do would be at PetSmart because that's, PetSmart was right there in the same shopping plaza where my hotspot was at. And I made some pretty decent shopping pays at PetSmart because one bag of dog food and you can make $20, $25. And, so a lot of times I'd look at the amount of items. If it was 3 or 4 or 5 items, I would take it. If it was like 100 items or 50 items, I wouldn't take it. But sometimes, like one time I took this shop and pay at PetSmart. It was 50 items. And I didn't realize that until after I accepted it. It was 50 items, and it was like a $25 order or something. And it was going like 5 miles into an area I didn't really want to go to, but it was just a good payout. And when I went in the store, it was like 50 crickets all in one bag. So it's pretty simple. It was still a pain in the ass to deliver it because the area I knew I was going to, it's hard to find parking. You have to double park, and that sucks. But shopping pays are lucrative. The thing is, they're a pain in the ass. So I stopped doing them altogether. I stopped doing shopping pays. I would decline them all. And I think now you can even turn them off like you can with Uber. On Uber, I turned off all shopping pays. All I wanted to do was food delivery. Food delivery is simple. You pick up the damn food, you drop it off. You don't have to go shopping. You don't have to worry about out-of-stock items. Yada, yada, yada. You understand what I'm saying? Walgreens sells sex toys now too. They do. Richard T. PetSmart's another store that drives me crazy. Once I had to buy a dog toy, and they had 10 of them that looked exactly like what the customer ordered. That's the problem, too. A lot of items look similar. See, I worked retail for almost 18 years. What you have to do is look at the UPC. You could look at the Universal Product Code. So that's the only way you can differentiate stuff. But the cool thing is, with, both the Uber and DoorDash app, you have to scan the item with the barcode, and if it's not the exact item, it'll tell you it's the wrong item. But yeah, if you're trying to locate one item that's surrounded by 50 other very similar items, it's like a maze. I get it. I didn't like the shopping pace at all. At all. But they paid the best. So, initially I would take one every now and then that had few items and less than 5 miles. It would have to be less than 5 miles. It would have to be at least $3 a mile, and it would have to be like under 10 items. Like, I had strict criteria because the bigger the order, the harder it is, the more time it's going to take, the more potential issues, right? So I had my my system down, and then eventually I just didn't take any shopping pays. I just did food delivery. Hey, Jigwork, how you doing, everybody? Hope you are all doing good today. I don't know if that great is how I would describe my experience. Are you saying you have a great experience? Once I had to make a delivery to a sex shop. Oh, God. Did they tip you in the DVDs, Richard? Easy Prod. You know what you remind me of? What do you call it? AZ Prod, do you remember last year? Who was that dude that would stop off at like truck stops while door dashing to meet up with women and basically sleep with women he's paying to sleep with? You know what they call those, right? That was the dude that lives near Robert Reese in Southern California. Forgot what that guy's name was. Sam Lee, right? That was Sam Lee, right? Sam Lee. Hey, Tia. Hey, Jig Work. Yeah, AZ Prod. Sam Lee. AZ Prod, I gotta tell you, man, despite all the content theft and all the copyright and bullshit I've dealt with, I gotta tell you, this has been one comical fucking experience out here on YouTube, seeing what dumbass, grown-ass men and women do. They do the dumbest shit out here, and they put it all out here. And it's like, oh my God. You have to admit, dude, I can see why people get the entertainment aspect going regarding this, right? Hey, Jigworks, Spark, Shop, and Pays are better. The app tells you where in the store to find the items. Well, many of the stores on the DoorDash app and Uber will tell you now too. Like when you would go to Safeway and stuff or Walgreens, they would tell you where the aisle number is. The problem is not locating the item. It's the item not being in stock. A lot of the items are not in stock, especially at Walgreens. Walgreens has become one of the worst companies now. Especially during the cold and flu season, like, half their cold and flu medicine section is out of stock all the time. And that's not because they can't get it in stock. That's because they're understaffed. They've cut payroll so much that they can't keep their fucking shelf stocked. You know what I mean? When I worked retail, that would never happen. Like, I always kept my stores fully stocked. If it's not on the shelf, you're losing money, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to do a third lap, folks. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to do a third lap. I have the time to do it tonight. Then I'm going to go home and cook some dinner with Dawn. We never ended up cooking the tacos the other day. It got too late. Or that was yesterday. So we're going to cook the tacos tonight. 1, I guess we're going to go a third lap. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. while we wait for some more of the, we're primarily talking about the gig economy today, but I'm also throwing in just, shady creators that sell out for money, right? And it continues to happen. I'm going to be exposing more of them within the next 24 hours. I'll tell you again, what I'm going to be talking about on my next in-studio stream, which will happen sometime within the next 24 hours. Like I said, it might be later tonight or overnight, or it might be tomorrow morning, it might be in the afternoon, but at some point in the next 24 hours, you're not going to want to miss that show, because I'm going to be setting the record straight on some things that I probably should have realized a long time ago. But this is the thing with me. I don't like to judge people, period. But if I'm going to judge people in any capacity, it's not going to be based on what others tell me about them. It's going to be based on my own experiences with them, right? And sometimes it takes a while to have experiences with certain people that allows you to see their true cards and their true colors, right? Even if other people have already tried to tell you their true colors, right? You have to see it for yourself. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, am I finally seeing the light about certain people. And we're going to talk about it. And we're going to set the record straight. Because I'm not going to let people make shit up about me anymore. I'm going to call you out every time. I'm going to call you a liar. I'm going to call you fake instigated store-bought drama. I'm going to call you a sellout, selling out your own soul. And you can keep coming at me all you want, but people are more so beginning to see the truth about why some people trash talk genuine, real people like me. It's because you folks are not genuine. And you do underhanded shit that you're paid to do to make ends meet. We're going to call you out. And we're going to do it in respectful ways. Ooh. I almost tripped over a branch. Oh, Jesus, man, that's growing right out. Sorry about that. Wow. Luckily, I corrected my step. All right. Give me a second. I'll get back to the chat. I'm tired, folks. I still haven't shaved my beard. I've been working overtime. I'm tired, but you know what? I'm fighting for not only my name, but I'm fighting for the right side of things, which includes a lot of people in the audience that Don and I have here. I'm fighting for the right side of things. And I'm exhausted, but you know what? If I let up now, who's going to fight the fight for the better good of the good people out here on YouTube? If I don't keep fighting this fight and continue to find people that understand where I'm coming from, then the phonies and the fake instigated drama people are going to overtake YouTube, and then there'll never be a chance for any real content to exist out here. That's why people question my content. They question Don and I. Are we real? Are we authentic? Because there's so much fucking trash out here that it's hard to believe anything is true, right? So I can't blame people, but we are real. And I'm tired of people assuming that, Don and I are getting paid. We're feeding into drama. We're not feeding into shit. We're not being paid at all. By the way, ODN, I didn't see your video, but I saw the title. You're thinking I'm having a bromance with James. I'm not having a bromance with James. There's no bromance. But here's the thing. Just because I don't want to sue him, if he sues me, I'll counter-sue him. That's what I was saying on my show last night. It's a strategic move. Hey, dude, if you're going to threaten to sue me, then sue me or shut your mouth. But if you do sue me, I'll be forced to defend myself. And here's my defense, like I mentioned last night, right? That's all. I'm not in bed with him, okay? I'm not having a bromance with him. I know you're probably watching ODN because you watch everything. You're very invested in this. There's no bromance, dude. None at all. But ODN, I can understand, again, why you would think there is a bromance, but there isn't. Everything I'm doing right now, ODN, is a strategic move. I'm even telling the people that don't like me, but I'm letting you know, everything I'm doing right now to get my channel ahead and to get the channels that Don and I run ahead is a strategic move. Everything I say, everything I do, and everything I say and do is real, but there's a strategy to it. And the strategy I'm using is leading you to believe that I'm in bed with James, but I'm not. But the strategy I'm using is going to be more effective than the strategy that you and others want me to take. Think about that. And if you want to react to me again, bro, you could use any ODN. I will never file copyright on you. I don't care how much of my content you use. You're one of the few I give permission to. Share your thoughts. Leave it public. I don't care. I'm not going to flag you for that. I've told you that before. I like who you are. But I'm not in bed with James or anyone on that side. But here's the thing, ODN. There are a few times where even that side and James is right. And all I'm going to say is this, ODN. As much as I can't stand what that other side does, if they're right about something every now and then, once in a great while, right is right and wrong is wrong, right? Right is right and wrong is wrong, right? Why can't we understand that, right? Man, that little motor scooter is loud. I can hear that thing, and it's a quarter of the mile down the road already. Pub in the Park is coming back. This is something I want to bring Dawn. Well, it was already on June 1st. The next one is July 13th, August 3rd, and September 7th. 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. on the lawn, Red Morton Park below the road. Local microbrews, bluegrass music, picnics, lawn games. RedwoodCityEvents.com. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, you know, that would be awesome to do a live stream from this event. Hey, GLM, how are you doing? AZ Prod, keep calling them out. Let's see. I like when you call out BS. Well, thank you. I love calling out BS. Tacos Rule, says Jigwork. What toppings you have for the tacos? Everything. Sour cream. Tillamook, Mexican blended shredded cheese. And some Clover organic high quality sour cream. Clover's a company that creates dairy products in Sonoma County, which is a couple hours north of where I live in the San Francisco North Bay. Sonoma County is like where the Napa wineries are at. What'd it do? You speaking ghetto, GLM? Richard T, as far as shady creators, I don't know if Pedro lied or not, but I do enjoy his channel. I enjoy seeing him hustle to provide for his family, and Madison is an attractive person. No wonder he works so hard. Rich God, did you hear that, AZ Prod? AZ Prod. Did you hear what Richard T said? Now, we've seen Madison a few times. She's cool, okay? I think Madison's a really nice person. I don't know her too well. She doesn't really talk that much on camera. She's come on a few times, right? But do you think Pedro tells her everything about the shady things he does to make money? And do you even realize the shady things that Pedro's done? Listen, I'm not trying to take money out of a man's pocket. I wasn't the one that reported him. Listen, I could care less what these guys do. You know, I'll just call them out on YouTube, because what happens on YouTube stays on YouTube. I'll just report it, right? It's part of my coaching. But come on, Richard T. You can't be that naive to believe everything that Pedro has done is real. Everything Pedro's done has been a strategy to get clicks. There's been zero authenticity on his channel. Besides, the only authentic part of his channel that I ever saw was the Motivational Wednesdays, because he was talking about personal development, and I really like that stuff. That's what I do over here. But his DoorDash content is fluffernutter content. Okay, he used the glitch. He never had to take a bad order to maintain a 70 or greater acceptance rate, to maintain top dasher status, and to maintain getting first priority on higher paying orders. And he preached to his audience in 2023 during this time where he was using the glitch that you need to take crappy orders in order to get your acceptance rate to over 70% to get the better orders. Acceptance rate matters and top dasher matters. All right? He was preaching that all the while. He never took one shitty order because he was using the glitch. So when the crappy orders would come in, not only did those orders not lose him a point, they gained him a point of acceptance rate. So Richard, I don't understand. AZ Prot, did I explain that clearly, or am I not being clear enough? Or do you think Richard's a little slow? No disrespect. I mean, Richard, I don't know what more it's going to take for you. I mean, I'm not telling you to not like Pedro. I don't hate Pedro. I don't hate any of these people per se. I hate how they lie to people and then use other people like myself that are real, and they try to make us appear phony so they can have some content to make their money instead of us making the money, right? A lot of people try to pin me as a phony and a fake because I'm the realest person out here. So is Don. We're the rawest and realest out here. And I think somebody said that. Jigwork says, Eli, you are one of the most authentic people I've seen on YouTube. Well, thank you. I really do appreciate that. AZ Prod, they wish they could be genuine. They just don't have it in them to do it. Well, yeah. I mean, I think everyone would prefer to be genuine instead of inauthentic. Hang on a second, I'll be right back. All right, we are back live. We are back live. Let me know if you can hear me and see me clearly by putting the one. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me and see me clearly here. Oh, GLM, you're not going to want to miss my next stream because I'm telling you, the gloves are coming off. The gloves are coming off. And oh boy. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, folks. We are back live. We are back live. I was getting a few text messages from someone that can bypass my do not disturb list. It's was not Don. I've got like 10 people that can bypass my do not disturb list now. I got a notification that guy is streaming Eli again. Which guy is that? Eli, are you going to make some colored greens in celebration of Juneteenth? Probably not GLM, but thank you for for stating that. Oh, so James ended his stream, and now he's on the is he on the Owning Eli channel? Simulcasting me again because he has no other content. It's all good. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you're going to cancel your own real content to restream me, it just goes to show, you know, it's all good. Yeah, Owning Eli, right. Go do me a favor, guys. Go over there and flag that video for bullying and harassment, please. Guys, go to the Owning Eli channel and flag that video for bullying and harassment. That's all we're going to do. We're just going to flag people down and let YouTube handle it and keep moving forward. It's all good. We're not going to complain about it. We're going to call it out. But you know what the funny thing is, folks? The funny thing is that people show their true cards and true colors with their actions, right? With their actions and their words, right? They say one thing, but they do another, right? And actions always speak louder than words. We all know that actions speak louder than words. Now, if you folks want to make a statement against these simulcasts, come over here and support us and help us grow. And if you can, you know, if you can make a little donation via super chat or super sticker, that'll make a statement too. And for the foreseeable future, most of that money is going to be going to Dawn until we figure out what's going to happen with her seizures, because she's still not cleared to work. And if we can't clear her to work after a certain time, you know, her doctor may have to write her off for disability. We're not at that point yet. We're at a crossroad, and you know, I'm really pushing it harder here too, because whatever money is made here is going to Dawn. Harassment and cyberbullying, Richard. Yeah. Well, he's putting it on a different channel than, if you guys want to go flag his Dr. something channel, whatever it is, the monetized one. You want to go flag that one and, you know, try to knock it down before he gets paid. We get paid in a couple days. He's probably going to make it, but he's being very careful. James is being very careful because he's already circumventing, and someone else owns the AdSense account that's attached to his YouTube channel. And it's just, the whole thing is just playing with fire, in my opinion. But anyway, whatever, it is what it is. I know he's stealing my content. I'm waiting for him to sue me. I'm waiting for Jamie to sue me. Jamie promised he would sue me. He said he would sue me, so I'm waiting for him to sue me for whatever he's going to sue me for, whether it's slander, defamation, or whatever. Because I'm not going to sue him. I'm not going to go real life on him. He can sue me, and I'll countersue him for content theft. And a whole bunch of other things. Intentional infliction of emotional distress, loss of income, loss of potential income, that is, and many other things. I'm just waiting for him to file the suit and serve me. And maybe he'll serve me while I'm live on the air from the studio, so that way we can all make a big spectacle out of it again and talk about it for weeks on end, right? But again, I'm waiting for the papers. That's all. I'm waiting for them. It's all good. In the meantime, you know, we're gathering screenshots. Every rebroadcast is screenshot. That's why I go off the air. When I go off the air, I go over to these channels. I take screenshots of the title, the channel name. The screenshots include images of the creator that's rebroadcasting me, and I have all my proof. So, yeah, it's okay. You know, I would love for him to sue me. It would be in his best interest to not sue me because he knows the reason why, but I'm awaiting the papers. So quit talking about it and be about it, James. File the papers serve me, and let's get a roll on it. Either that or you're not a man of your word. You're not. You're not a man of your word. On what grounds does he sue? I think he said he's gonna try to sue me for slander or defamation. What a crock of shit, Sandra. If anyone's slandering and defaming anyone, it's him doing it to me. What he's doing is amping it up for drama. He doesn't have the balls to sue me. He doesn't. He doesn't have the balls to sue me. Because number one, if he sued me, everyone would frown upon him for going real life. And number two, it would force me to defend myself and file a countersuit that's going to destroy him and everything he owns. He's not going to do that. I don't want to do that. But I'm leaving it in his hands. That's why I'm not going to sue him. If you sue me, James, in essence, it's like you're suing yourself. It's like committing YouTube suicide. Let's call it that. Okay? And I mean that in a figure of speech. It's like it would be ending your already ended YouTube career because you're circumventing, but it would pretty much stick a fork in it. It's all good. We still have 33 people here. I'm very happy with that. And we're going to keep growing. We're going to keep this moving forward. There's a lot more to come. A lot more to come. That has nothing to do with content. Well, I have never slandered him, and I have never harassed him or anything. All I've done is defend myself, Sandra. Sandra, all I've ever done is defend myself. The stuff, the memes he's put out on my girlfriend Dawn, myself, the vile things he said on streams no longer publicly available. I have them all downloaded. I've got an archive. I've got like literally over 500 videos of Jamie, past and present. I've got screenshots, literally like thousands of them. Again, I'm not suing him. I'm not suing anyone. But if he wants to sue me like he claims he's going to, or he should, then that's fine. Let's get the ball rolling, dude. Let's get the ball rolling. You're not going to do it, James. You're not going to do it because it's all fake instigated drama. Again, I'm not just saying that. I'm prepared if you do it. I'm prepared to countersue. I will represent myself. And I don't care if you have an attorney. I will represent myself, and I will destroy you and your attorney. I don't care. Again, I don't want to go to court. I don't want anything to do with this. But that's what you said you wanted, so either be about it or drop it. Move on. What's going to happen here, Sandra and everyone else, is eventually, lawsuit or not, people are going to get so bored of the same old shit James is doing, and these people are doing, that more and more people are going to keep coming over here. Like, it's not that I want these people talking about me, but when they talk about me, it only helps us out. Like, it only helps us out. We just keep on growing. So that's all good. You know, they were trying to starve us out because they saw how much we were growing when they weren't starving us out. But now they're back to coming at us, so it's like, okay, thank you. Let's keep it rolling. Jamie just said he was going to flag you for what? What are you going to flag me for, big boy? For sharing my opinion? Because you're so triggered that, you know, I'm calling you out on your bullshit? because bro, you threatening to sue me was just a crock of garbage to hype up your audience. You also know, James, if you do sue me, then it'll be you initiating the case, you going real life on me, and you forcing me to defend myself against a case that will destroy you. So the bottom line is, I want you to sue me because you suing me is going to destroy you. I don't want to destroy you. I'm telling you, like, I'm a good dude. Like, I don't want to harm anyone. But you sue me or suing me, anyone suing me will destroy you because I've got way more to protect myself than you guys do. I've never done any of you guys harm. That's all. Flag me, James. You're never going to take me down because I don't violate the terms of service. See, what do you want me to do, James? Do you want me to stay up all night and reach out to everyone privately by email and by messenger and all that, direct message, and tell them to flag your channel down, your monetized channel, and try to get it knocked down before the payout in a couple of days? Do you want me to just do all that? I'm not going to do that, but that's what you do in your Discord. See, that's what you do, James. James, you have everyone do your dirty work for you. Because number one, it keeps your hands clean. At least you think it does, right? And number two, when you have a large amount of people flagging from all over the world, if there is something actually violating the terms of service, YouTube is more likely to take it down. But I don't violate the terms of service. Who was that? That was $4.99. AZ Pro with a $4.99 super chat. Big round of applause. We're going to heart that. Thank you so much, AZ Prod. Wow, we support Coach Eli and Don. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. If anyone wants to just throw it in Jamie's face and send a super chat, that would be beautiful because that'll trigger him royally. So if you want a super chat here, that would be great. If not, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I'm just saying, if you planned on super chatting anytime soon and you want to use it now, now's the time to do it. Thank you, AZ Prod, for the $4.99 super chat. Much love. I don't have to worry about my channel going down and losing all of my AdSense like he does. 2 days, bro. 2 days, dude. Watch his channel goes down like later tonight or tomorrow. It goes down and loses all that money, and then they shut down that AdSense account that someone else got for him because he's already been banned on his from the past. Oh, God, man. Woo-wee. It's all good. Here's the thing. I don't even watch James' streams anymore. I don't watch him. I've got other people to talk about, things to talk about. Like, James is actually the lowest hanging fruit right now for me. He is. He's irrelevant. James has become irrelevant to me. But I'm what's relevant to him. So you see how it's happened now? This is flipped. Right now, I've got way too many other things to talk about to the point of where James is a low priority. Buy your repair guy with the $4.99 super chat. Coach Eli is a wonderful man. Big round of applause. Thank you, brother. Thank you for that. Raleigh, I got your email and you make a lot of sense. And I'm probably going to do all that. It's just going to take time. But thank you for sending me that email behind the scenes. I don't have time to always respond to emails. Sometimes I'll respond to you on a stream. But yes, that's a good idea. What you sent me in the email is a good idea. And if it's cool with you, at some point, maybe I'll do a show where we can help other people do the same thing. Fantastic email, Raleigh. Thank you for that. And thank you again for your $4.99 super chat. And thank you again to AZ Prod for your $4.99 super chat. God bless you guys. No problem, my friend. Well, yeah, wonderful. Oh, by the way, Raleigh, once again, Dawn was telling me she really appreciates what you said last night regarding your wife and her nursing career. Like, Dawn was like, she felt like, Raleigh, honestly, thank you. This is no joke. I know there's been our past. We've all had a past, but fuck that. Forget about that. The truth of the matter is that you really helped out Dawn last night. Like her just knowing other people have been through similar things made the big difference, man. It did. I made a big difference. She's very grateful and thankful. On top of everything else you've done, not just the donations, but the wisdom and the experience and all that. Yeah, that is great, AZ Prod. That is. I'm going to create a channel called Owning Eli because I need to protect my circumventing channel that somebody got a AdSense account to attach to my circumventing account, and I was able to get it monetized, and it's lasted for about a month now. Ooh. When you play with fire, you get burned. We all know that when you play with fire, you get burned. Look what happened to Pedro Santiago. He got deactivated. He was basically writing notes to customers, and when they wouldn't tip or when they would tip very little, he would sarcastically say thanks for the tip or nice tip or something. He was very sarcastic, and you can't do that, man. I mean, I'm not saying he isn't right about, shiesty people not tipping on these apps, but you just don't take the shiesty orders. If you don't take the shiesty orders, then you won't have any shysters that don't tip. And you should know that, Mr. Glitch Guy, because you glitched your way to the top, where you only took orders with fat tips. But now the glitch has been patched. The glitch has been patched, so maybe he has taken some crappy orders lately. Who knows? He took the order, that's right. Karma got him, says Jigwork. Deactivated, you mean DoorDash? Yeah. Oh, yeah, Sandra. Yeah, this stream's about Pedro DoorDash Santiago. Pedro went live earlier today, and he got deactivated from DoorDash. So he's considering changing his channel name to Mr. Bet on You, because if he doesn't get reactivated on DoorDash, which more than likely he won't, he can't be Pedro DoorDash Santiago anymore. He's going to lose all that SEO. It's going to be the death of his channel, right? No more DoorDash fluffernutter content for you, Pedro. Tony Shu said no more for you, Pedro. Or Pedro, or however they call you, right? Tony Shu don't like you anymore. If you're unaware, Tony Shu is the CEO of DoorDash. Tony Shu. It sounds like what you wear on your feet, but it's spelled XU. Tony XU Shu. He's a public figure. Eli, you're doxing Tony Shu. He's a public figure, for Christ's sake. Wow, I really wish they would turn off that alarm. Just hit the button on your fob. Hit the button and turn that damn alarm off. It's not that difficult. Jesus Christ. Maybe their fob is dead and they're using their backup key to start the car. A lot of these cars are push start now, like mine. You have the fob, and when the fob is close to the ignition, it sends a signal, and you just press start or stop. That's it. Oh, they finally turned off the alarm. Folks, get your final questions, comments, and concerns in the chat. We're going to be going off the air in just about 5 to 10 minutes. If he takes no tip orders, then he deserves no tip. Well, yeah, that's his fault. That's why I would never take any orders Did you say fob? Uh-huh. Yeah. Like a key fob. You're gonna make me look this up now, GLM? He came in here. There he is. I was talking about you, Mr. Soccer Count, Tony Shoe Soccer Count. Are we back live? Can you folks hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. I fired the Pedro today. Don't ban the Tony Shoe Soccer Count. I saw the Tony Shoe Soccer Count in Pedro's channel earlier. I get beat up. A fob in South. It's called a key fob. That's what they called them. A key fob. It's like a remote control. Plus, it acts as a magnet for entry. A programmed magnet. Hello, Tony Shoe. Yeah, this was the Tony Shoe Soccer Count in Pedro's stream. I fired Pedro today. I bet Pedro's so triggered. He's like, oh, I'm just gonna ignore this and hang out with my woman. I'm gonna go home and no, you're not, dude. You're gonna be a part of this drama, bro. Because you know you can only take so much, Pedro. Oh, Pedro, if I really want to push your buttons, I can suck you back in so quickly, but do I really want to do that? I'm a much better person than that. I could suck Pedro back in so quickly. You're okay now. You're cutting in and out? Oh, okay. Was I cutting in and out for everyone or just for Tia? I heard TT Mom called Lycan and told him about himself. Okay, I don't understand that. We're at 82 minutes, an hour and 22 minutes. So, folks, I'm letting you know in the next 24 hours, I've got a very heavy-hitting stream planned. The gloves are off. And no, it's not about you, James. This has nothing to do with you at all. But you're not going to be able to stick your nose out of it because you got no other content. Do what you got to do. This has nothing to do with you, James. At all. But I've got a very heavy-hitting stream where I'm taking the gloves off because there are a few people I'm going to be talking about that have crossed the line. They've crossed the line. They've more than crossed the line. Right? And regardless of the reason on why they've crossed the line, it doesn't matter. What matters is they've crossed the line. They've crossed the line with me. They've taken things way too far. And now I'm taking my fucking gloves off. I am. Because, you know, if people want to make content at my expense because that's all they've got, right, then we're going to come right back and debunk everything you're saying about us and then share more about the truth of you. Or what we assume to be the truth. What we would assume to be the obvious truth, right? Here's the thing. There are times where You can say something is truthful even if you don't have proof because it's obviously truthful. When something is obviously truthful, it speaks for itself, right? So, yeah, I really hope that everyone has enjoyed their day coming at Eli and using me as, your content or whatever. I hope you've all enjoyed it because there's more coming from my end. And again, I'm not concerned about how many people rebroadcast me regardless of when I do the show. I don't care what you do. I will handle whatever I can handle. I will take down videos I can take down, videos that I can't take down or don't know about. I don't know about, right? But I do know one thing. What I do know, regardless of how many rebroadcasts there are, people have emotions. Both men and women have emotions, but even more so women react to everything emotionally. And I'll tell you what, if you're going to play with my emotions, you're going to fuck with my emotions and fuck with my woman's emotions, I'm going to come at yours. I'm going to come at your emotions better and harder. Just wait and see. Like I said, what I can see, I will flag down. Anything publicly available on a replay, I will flag down for copyright. If it's not available, whatever. Gloves are off, dude, and I'm telling you, you're not gonna want to miss this show. I don't know when it's gonna be. I still need to shave my damn beard too. Looking forward to the gloves off stream. Well, I'll tell you this, the gloves off stream is a long-awaited one. And there have been a lot of people waiting for this one. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You have to wait and see. With that being said, have a good one. Thank you to everyone for being here. Thank you to the 2 super chats, AZ Prod and Buy Your Repair Guy Raleigh. Thank you for the 2 super chats, one each at $4.99 each. Have a good one. Take care, and as always, be good to each other.